All right, it's 1 o'clock. I'm calling the Public Works meeting to order.
Yeah. Who? What? What are we talking about?
Got myself, Tom Jones, Larry Swinline, Public Works Director Erickson, Mrs. Woodbury,
Scrubby.
Mrs. Strobe, Mr. Robb, and I forget your last name. Forbes. Mr. Forbes.
Todd, first name, right? I thought so.
Are there any public comments? Hearing none, consent agenda, approve meeting minutes for July and August. Larry makes a motion to approve.
Yep.
Tom seconds. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, passed. Unfinished business?
All right, so talking about the pool roof, with the Burridge contract, they proposed to us, they couldn't find the proper length of roof sheeting that's on there now. And they wanted us to get something shorter, but then have a seam in the middle that has to be maintained. I don't really like that idea. So I don't know if we should wait till they get the proper material or just not do the pool roof, or what the case may be, until they can find the proper material. I don't like the idea of having another seam that you gotta maintain like every 2 years. If someone do like an H channel, the sheets that are on there are 25 feet long, I think, and all they can find is roughly 20 feet. So you would have another seam in the roof. That's not, it wouldn't have any support to it either, unless you welded in cross members and just don't know what to do about it. Yeah. So what would you guys like to see done?
Well, I'm in line with that. I don't like the seams.
I don't know.
Failure point.
Yeah.
I don't want another seam up there. Just another headache.
So has anybody done, besides Burridge, done any, like, looking for anything? Well, not quotes necessarily, but have you or Ryan looked at like different suppliers to see if maybe we could get something? Or is it something that we need to, well, we definitely don't want a seam, and if Burridge can't do it without a seam, do we go out and get quotes and see if we can find somebody that can do it?
Not really. I mean, it'd be nice to finish up, but I don't know where to look for materials just yet. I've not put any time into that.
Yeah, I don't have, I mean, if they can't do it the way we need it done, then we're gonna have to go a different route, unfortunately. So,
Can they special order it in that size? I mean, would it cost us more?
you would think that they would have already tried that aspect if they were looking into it. But I don't know. I haven't talked to them.
Maybe another supplier should work.
Yeah, that's what we're now trying to decide if,
Left out, put a field out and see if anybody in knows where you can get that.
I can do that. Works for me.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
It's a seasonal campground, why do we need a cover over it? Why can't we go with a rollout and get rid of it? You don't really use it, right? I mean, it really isn't necessary.
We use it, I mean, it holds heat in there pretty good.
Yeah, but you're only seasonal, so.
Yeah, it's been open from April,
And
I
it's
think
a
April
heated pool
15.
too, right?
Yes,
It's heated.
the building does help.
I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah. And I think we just resheet it with the correct stuff. Call it good.
so do we need to make a motion to do this, or is that something you guys are just gonna do?
This one.
Okay. Well, I'm okay with it. Larry's okay with it. How about you?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Yeah, we're in agreement. Yep.
There you go.
Thank you.
Alright, next topic, utility rate discussion. We're gonna look for suggestions to present to the finance committee. So, everybody remembers the proposal on that, I'm sure. Has anybody thought about what they would like to?
Yeah, I had it all drawn out what I was thinking. And then I left it at work. Can you email it to me? Because I can remember my numbers. I just asked Ryan to email me the proposal again of the proposed rates. That way I can look at them real quick. I have J. Waterman at Kelowna mail. Because I mean, I know we gotta do what we gotta do, but I'm trying to look at it from a standpoint to try not to burden the taxpayer as much as possible. So I put I wish I would have brought my paper, I was in a hurry.
Good morning. Last time we did it, with this, on the last time you sent it home. Your vote.
I thought it dinged.
Make it easier. I did letters and stuff, I didn't know.
Well,
It was for design before, you know.
Sorry about that.
Do you have a permit?
It's at home. From the agenda from last one. Oh, okay, that'll work. So we can move on to the LRS one and come back to the utility rate if you want.
Okay.
So LRS refuse contract extension. Need a recommendation to move it to the finance committee with associated fee increase. So anybody thought any more about that situation?
Everybody really appreciates
I'll just state again that I have a conflict with this. And I have to abstain. Joe Swan is a really good friend of mine. But if we didn't have it and he wasn't part of it, I would be okay with it. I think it benefits way more than it costs. It's still the cheapest thing around. And the extra we get out of it is worth it, I feel, but I won't be voting on this topic.
I think you would extend it, correct?
What's your town?
Need to do it.
Better move forward with LRS.
Might as well.
To move it to finance.
Yep. Alright, so that takes care of that one. Next one here is a Mission 123 SCADA system installation for West One water supply. The current dialer in there has a couple channels that have failed on it. There's only one call out feature that currently works. It results in just either missed calls or even just not working for that matter. Right now, it's the only water system that is serving both sides of town. So I had quotes for a little while now. It'd be about $7,500 roughly. But I would like to get the dialer system upgraded to be online with the lift stations to where we can prevent any kind of future call out problems to where it becomes too late. Because now if that station goes down, then there's a boil order on the whole town. And I would much rather not want to do that. So
Okay, and,
So I mean, it's an important station right now, so
okay.
I would like to move forward on that. If nobody has any objection to that.
Well, we get the 7,500 out.
Can we have the contingency fund with the water department for main breaks, anything like that?
You
It's
got
money set aside, we have enough in there to handle that.
Oh, okay, get it.
It'll probably be a month or two before we can, because we got to get an electrician involved and they do a little bit more than just a standard dialer system.
Okay.
But then it'll be online, it'll be available, we can set safeguard measures to where you can get an alert before an alert really even happens. Because right now it's set up to where it's only gonna call if the tower experiences low pressure. And by the time you'd even respond to that, it's too late. There's only one safeguard in place right now, so I would much rather go for the better system there, just like the lift stations, and prevent any future call outs or problems. So I'll move forward on that. Okay. 506 Green Court sinkhole. I said I'll explain the details and the findings in the meeting. In the packet you would have gotten your email, there's pictures of it. So 506 Green Court, they had a sinkhole that developed. They called Mid-American because Mid-American put in a new pole. Mid-American just kept coming out throwing dirt in it. Every rain event happened. This happened for a few months, I guess, before he called the city and let me know about it. But the sinkhole just kept developing. So I had a back truck come out, do a little exploratory investigation on it, and they put their guy wire support right into our storm sewer and broke the storm sewer, so then it was just swallowing the dirt from up above. So I got a hold of Mid-American, they came out, agreed that they did that. They also sent us a claim form, so they will reimburse us for the entire cost of fixing that, finding the problem. They'll take care of everything. I got the repair scheduled, it hasn't happened yet. But as soon as it does, I'll get all the bills, submit them back to Mid-Am, and we will get reimbursed for it. But right now, there's a sheet of plywood over it and a cone for safety. So that is courtesy of Mid-Am. Okay. So next one, we're Mineral Creek Drive sinkhole findings. This is another one. There's a section of Mineral Creek Drive on cul-de-sac that collapsed. Concrete fell about 6 inches. We broke concrete out, excavated down a little bit. Didn't see any evidence of a sinkhole. I think it was just road settling and then water coming underneath the road. That up there was poured on a dirt base, not a rock base. So the water didn't have anywhere to go, and I think it just happened to bust on a little curb line there. So actually the guys are prepping it today. We're gonna pour new concrete today since there was no leaks involved in that. So we will pour the road back and everybody will have the cul-de-sac again. So no big issues there, just a little bit of concrete costs. Next one, G, we got proposed East 102 hydrant blow off. So I'll explain that in the meeting too. There's a map included on that. So right now, there's no way to isolate East 102 water tower or the whole system for that matter. Once it got brought back up online, the water that's in the tank currently would have to be put right into distribution, and I don't want to do that because they're gonna cut the top of the tank off. So what I proposed is before the main line valve that's shut down now, just outside of the plant, I would like to section out the main in between the building and the end of the main right there, put in a hydrant leg to where we can start that system up once it's back live again, get everything moving, make sure everything's working, and we'd have a hydrant to blow off any water that we need to while not sending it into distribution. And then once it's ready, then we can open up the valve and then send, it's good water right into distribution.
Yeah, you check it before you open the system.
Yes. So right now, we currently don't have a way to do that. So I would like to move forward on that. I mean, there's gonna be a cost involved there that we can use contingency money for. We still have, every year we budget, I think 50,000 in contingency. We still have 20 or 30 available there. This will probably cost, I'm saying roughly 10,000 to do this hydrant blow off. But there's no other way to do what we need to do if we don't do this. So we'd have to send the water that's currently in the tank, because you can't get everything out. You would have to send that into distribution. And I just don't like that idea. I would much rather just discard all that water, get the plant running, get it running safe, check it out on the hydrant, And then once we know everything's good, you can open up the main line valve and then send that water right into distribution. So an estimated cost of $10,000. So it'll require a hydrant, a new hydrant, which we have hydrants in stock. We don't have a valve, but it would require one more valve, section out the main, about 20 feet of pipe. So, but the recommendation, I would like to move forward on that as well.
Okay with that.
Yep. Yeah, it should, because we already have a hydrant in stock, and hydrant, believe it or not, it's about $4,000 or $5,000 just for a hydrant, so. Yep. Okay, so now we got H, discuss log cabin log replacement. The 6 cabins we have out there, there's some pictures that I included, but there's some rot on the corners where downspouts have either got knocked off, the freeze thaw cycle, whatever, but the corners are rotted out, and we already fixed the roofs, so now we need to fix the rest of the investment. I mean, you spent the money on the top, now it's time to go to the sides. I called a couple places up north that do log cabin refurbishment, and he agreed that it needs to be fixed, otherwise you're just gonna ruin what you got. We measured out lineal footage. There's about 620 lineal feet of logs that need to be replaced. And I talked to him, got a rough price on that, and we're looking at anywhere from $35,000 to $47,000 just on log replacement for the cabins. It's a lot of money, but you need to do it. If you don't do it, it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. It's gonna cost more money. You got the roofs on there now. Now you gotta fix the logs. So, and then we gotta make sure we stay on top of this every year. I mean, the log cabin requires maintenance every year, whether it be just checking it. It's still gonna require maintenance. You gotta caulk it and seal it, paint it, since it's already been painted before. We just have to keep up on it, and if we keep up on it, it'll last a while, but it was never kept up on before. That's why we're in the predicament we're in, so. Gonna have to spend some money on the log cabins.
There's a cheeking on them.
Go ahead, Brian. Yeah, and this guy from up north, I can get him to come down here. He requires a little bit of money to travel down here to check it out. It's a couple $100, I think, but I think it's worth it, to get him down here and check it out in person rather than just pictures and see what he thinks. But he just said based on lineal footage, that was the price. But if you guys are fine with paying a few $100s, I mean, we got money there to do that as well. Other professional services or something to get them down here to check it out and get a more. Yeah. Then I mentioned to him as well about, since they will be coming from out of town, that we could actually work something out with them possibly for housing. If they wanted to stay in the cabins they're working on, we might be able to get some money off, because there's fees associated with housing them, so. It's all in preliminary right now, but I'll get a hold of him and have him come down. What were you saying about that?
Those have cheeking on them, don't they?
I don't even know what it is.
That's between the logs, they put that like cement.
This one's, it's like a specialized caulk. It's
Oh,
supposed
it's
to
a caulk.
expand, yeah.
Okay, they have 2 different types, I think, then.
Yeah, this one's a caulk, cause he asked me if it was caulk.
Would it
and I
be
said,
cheaper
yeah.
to put that artificial log siding on it versus having it replaced?
These ones out there are gone, like there's no logs left, it's in the corners.
So there's nothing left to nail to you?
No,
Okay,
no, it's been forgot about for a long time.
wow.
So, get moving on that, and then, here we have discussed Second Avenue, Seventh Avenue stop sign relocation. We did this already on 9th Avenue, 8th Street, just trying to get all the avenues aligned to where avenues should be main thoroughfares, not stopped by a stop sign. Another resident brought this one to my attention on Second Avenue and 7th Street, the avenue stops, turning 7th Street into a long stretch that has no stop sign. And they've been complaining about speeders, 30, 35, 40 mile an hour down 7th Street. I'm fine with it as long as everybody else is. I have a map there that shows where it would be, but it'd be putting a stop sign on 7th Street at 2nd Avenue and removing the stop sign from 2nd Avenue. So the avenue has the ability to go. If you guys are all fine with that, I can do locates and we can get that avenue situated just like all the other avenues.
All you do is have one more sign there, right?
Just gotta move one, yeah, pull it off 2nd Avenue, put it on 7th, and then add one to the other
Yeah, they
side.
had one more.
Yep. But like everything, the last one came with some grief, so I'm sure this one will cause some
Oh,
issues
yeah.
as well, but it aligns all the other avenues. 9th is a little different because it continues to
You
9th
don't
Street, so
make
it's
your
a four-way.
parking cars in the top like they do over here on 4th Street, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, so I will do locates on that and get the ball rolling for that. Okay. And, next one, discuss road crack sealing options. I enclosed a quote, I called a few places, one guy showed up from Affordable Parking Lot. Took him out to Level Acres about going around the road, this crack sealing all our roads out there, cause all the grass that comes up in between. We got a quote back of over $50,000 to do just Level Acres. We can buy a crack sealer ourselves for $50,000, and then we have it. I contacted the county, they said they don't have the manpower to do it for us at a cost. The two other contractors I called never showed, I don't think they were interested. I've only got one quote, but we have to start sealing these cracks up, otherwise the road is just gonna prematurely go away.
When you get your moisture down in there.
Mhm. So I would like to buy a crack sealing machine, so we have one and do it ourselves, cause then we can just keep doing it year after year.
That's something we gotta send to finance or?
Could. But Level Acres is by far the worst. I mean, there's literally grass that you can mow in some of the streets because it's coming up through and it needs to be dealt with.
I like our grass up there.
What do you guys think? Send it to finance or?
Yep. Yeah, because if we had that, in the long run, we'd be saving a lot of money.
Okay. Yep.
Send it to finance.
Okay. That is, I will mention that, we are gonna be trying to hire, we have a job posting for kind of like a utilities crew leader. Looking for someone that's well versed in sewer and water, lift station work, things like that can handle some of the duties that we have involved. It just got posted today. So hopefully we get some, good candidates on that. It's open for 2 weeks. Let's see what happens with that. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, you.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead with your
forgot about the water rate one.
water rate.
Okay. Like I said, just trying to not put all this on, at least all at once, on the public. There was a proposed difference of the water monthly base rate of $1. I'm not on board with that. I want to keep it at $8.75. The sewer monthly base rate, and this is just my opinion, I'm okay with that additional charge of $1. The water rate per 1,000 gallons, that was recommended not to change. I'm definitely on board with that. The sewer rate study per 1,000 gallons, they want to bump it up $8.76. I'm not okay with that. I propose we go $5.51 to make it $29. Yep.
$5.81.
So what's the?
It's $8.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I did that wrong.
Difference.
Yep. Okay. Good. I did it on the wrong line. I propose to go to $7 instead of 8. We can always come back to this later in a year or so. And if we don't feel it's enough, and bump it up again. Like I said, the reviews, I don't have an opinion on. The bond, there was no difference. The bar screen, no difference. The capital improvement goes from $1 to $2. I want to cut that in half to $1.50. But leave the debt service fee of $10. And that's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, that is fine. But that's something I can get on board with. Everything else, if it's higher than that, I can't be on board with it.
Do you want Jen possibly to run numbers with your figures to see overall?
If she wants to.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Where's your capital improvement plan? Where's your capital improvement plan for all this stuff that's coming up? You know, you were taking into account on the water towers and the water.
Yeah.
You got water mains and sewer mains and pumps and all kinds of stuff coming up, and there's no money for it. You're better off to put it in now and save the money, because if you go out for a bond, now you're paying interest on the money. Then you're really gonna get it.
We haven't heard from Strain on the sewer side of things yet, so.
I think you're
And
missing the boat.
well, it sucks that, we're in this situation, but we are in this situation. It was past council's problems that they should have solved and didn't.
You're exactly
And now we shouldn't be burdening the taxpayers who have been paying taxes for years and years and getting nothing out of it with more burden. We can do this in steps and layers. I know emergencies are gonna happen, but we shouldn't be shoving this down their throat all at once.
This
My
isn't tax money, this is user fees.
I get it.
You're
And this
required,
is all something that's could have been done
Yep, I'm not-
years and years and years, and we wouldn't be having this discussion, but for some reason it wasn't done. And instead of jumping, we need to take steps to make sure that we know. Okay, so we bumped the, and it's only $1, I get it. But then we don't use that money for a long time, which we probably would. But then we just burden the taxpayer with an extra fee that that we didn't use. So why not figure out what we're gonna use, do a short-term deal right here, where, okay, we get some extra cash flow coming in, and then actually put together a plan so we know what we're gonna be spending, or close. We don't even have a plan. Get a plan together
That's
and
what I'm
then,
asking.
and
That's what I'm
then
saying.
come back to us with, hey, this is where we wanna be in 10 or 15 years. We need this amount of money, instead of just, let's throw money at it now with no plan. That's all I'm asking for.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But you don't have that plan in place.
We don't, so I don't wanna just jump and throw a bunch of money and start raising everybody's rates until. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's my only point. I have no problem if we got a plan together and we know what we're gonna be spending so we can budget accordingly, and we know what we need to do to the taxpayer, but I'm just not on board with taking more money from the taxpayers without a plan. Is my only point.
That was not exactly my point. You gotta identify your costs. Work
Yeah.
backwards. Your $10 service fee is just for the water towers. That doesn't
Yeah.
take anything into account for the rest of the water systems.
Yeah.
It's 70, 80 years old.
Yeah, but we have no plan for it. We have a plan for the water towers. We don't have a plan for anything else. Nothing.
I agree.
Is that all on that one, or anybody got anything else to say, or do we wanna take them numbers to finance or to Jen and see how they work out? Or, I mean, if you guys wanna go the full way, you can go the full way, you can outvote me, this is just my opinion.
Yeah, but it makes sense. We have to have a plan for that money.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, we still have nothing for the sewer though.
Yeah, we don't have anything for the sewer right now.
Right. Gotta have something for that too.
But we don't have a plan for it. What are we planning for? That's my point. I got no problem with going the full way if we got a plan and I can see that the money's gonna be spent wisely.
Do we have any other infrastructure projects that we can use it on, or?
Hi, I'm your village.
You do?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay with that.
Have Jen look at it and
And propose both to the finance committee and then they can
go with it.
recommend one or the other. That we can take a look at it. You got anything to add?
Mhm.
Any other
Can
discussion?
we adjourn?
Well, I think Tom's got one more thing.
I got a couple things.
He's been over there biting his lip over it.
I didn't want to get hurt. I want to know, are we mowing, Shams's property up there?
The right of way. Where the road would be and,
That's not our property though.
that's what I was told to do, so that's what I'm doing.
Well, we got a lien again?
It's dedicated in the plat. There's two parts of a dedication. The dedication of the property on the plat and acceptance by the city of the structure. We've never done that before, we don't do it for anything else, you know. He's a supporter of yours, you're gonna care.
Oh, that's right. Okay, what about the water tower? Yeah, not about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we, from more in the past, is there any liens against this place yet? From mowing in the past up there at Shandy's, is there liens? Okay, I guess. What about the water tower over here? When are we gonna start on that?
Materials were delivered last week, so it should be any day. We're waiting on Mid-Am right now too. They're still supposed to relocate Transmission Plus, power service. They were about 8 days out the last time that I talked with Rock River Electric, so they're getting together to move the, power service so they can start doing what they need to do on the tower.
Okay,
But materials are delivered out back.
okay, what about them damn geese out there? Park,
What about
Shoot.
Gonna shoot them? That's my proposal, shoot the damn things.
them.
Well, how you gonna get rid of them? Well, they're a hazard out there, health hazard, they need to go. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Anything else?
Yes.
Motion to adjourn by Larry,
Yeah, do it.
second by Tom. It is 1:47.
We be done
We're done.
for a couple hours.